afternoon, book friends. As you can see, it is July the 15th, and I apologize for not coming in yesterday at all. Yesterday, I woke up just not feeling well, and that did impact my morning a bit. It also was raining a lot yesterday, and so we had to switch plans with my grandmother. And we ended up having breakfast at my house, like a late breakfast. And I had people over. By the time, people left, I, was tired. And I also had not picked up this book since the last time I updated you. So, apologize for that. But I am eager to get back into it. And today, hopefully, I'll have some time to do some reading. Right now, it is after 12. So my husband and I are going to drop off my father-in-law's dog at their house. Afterwards, one of my sisters, is gonna meet up with us, or rather we're meeting up with her, maybe get ice cream or something. So hopefully I'll have a good chunk of this book. My goal is to get at least halfway through, and I really am eager just to jump back into this world. So, all right, we're gonna go off, and so I will talk to you guys in a bit. So we just got back probably an hour ago, honestly, but we got back from driving into the city. We live like 15 minutes outside the city, and so we drove into the city, and then we drove a little bit more to go visit this Barnes & Noble place, which was really cool. And we ended up eating out, and I was taking my sister home, and so we dropped her off. I'm sorry that I don't have much of an update yet into this book. I actually want to read more before I come in to give you a better update, but I just wanted to check in because I'm trying to be good at checking in the evening instead of just checking in the morning. So I will talk to you guys in the morning. It is July the 16th, which is a Wednesday, and I want to update you about Hunting Sirens. So right now I am on page 66, which is not super far, I know, but I really am enjoying the book when I have the opportunity to pick it up. So it is no fault of the book that I just haven't been getting into it. It's just, sometimes days start out really slow and then they get super busy, and that's just my summers. And this book, let's go ahead and talk about it. The main character, Treva, she just had her first assignment to go out and hunt sirens. She realized that, hey, I can't hear them beckoning me into the sea, so it doesn't affect me. So I'm able to, go and hunt these sirens. And basically is like, I'm the only one who can, because even the earplugs that she's made for the villagers and the sailors, they're not working. Like, they're still like captivated by the song of these sirens, and so they can't be able to function on the ship. So she gets her first assignment, and she talks about her first night, and it is dark, and it has like some details, but it's not like gory or anything. But just know that this book can get dark. And so she is wrestling with emotions right now, because she is kind of fighting against like what she did. Is it wrong, or maybe it may not be considered wrong because these creatures have been hunting them. And so she's like struggling with that, like what's right and what's wrong. And so she is gearing up for another raid, and there is this one elusive siren that she sees, but the siren, keeps like evading her. That's where I'm at. And yeah, so I'm hoping to get more done today. It is currently 10:20. My husband is off to take his big exam to become licensed to do real estate. And yeah, so that's very exciting, this new venture. And so today is, I'm just going to clean around the house, go through some clothing, trying to see if I'm gonna get rid of some things. Tonight, my husband and I are actually leading the youth at my church. You know, they want to have guest speakers. So anyways, we'll both be there. And yeah, we'll see you guys when I have another update for this book. Good morning. It is July the 17th, and I have my earrings today with the little turtles, so sea turtles. And it was a late night last night, so my husband and I did go and help out in the youth last night. And so by the time everybody got home and like got picked up, and then we got home, it was really late. And so I didn't get a chance to come and check in. But yesterday we actually saw my dad, and he's working on a house. The men in my family are pretty handy, and so they do a lot of like construction and stuff. And so I got to see some of the things that my dad has been doing, renovating this house and such. So that was really cool. Just kind of catching up with him. So I did read some though, and I am about almost halfway in the book, and it is really good. I really am enjoying the merman who has shown up in this story. He is just so curious about humans, and just the banter between these two are great. I really enjoy that. I will say there's a lot more talk about like his physique, like muscular body, more than what I typically like in my books. I don't really like to read a lot of that, but it's not really a huge deal. I just kind of skim through a little bit, but it's just how Treva is perceiving him or finding herself attracted to him. So if that's not your thing, it does have some of that in here. There were moments where I laughed out loud because of like the specific scene that happened when Treva's leg is all hurt and he comes to try to help her, and the thing he brings her is an egg sac from a shark. And that scene in particular just made me laugh out loud because of how it was delivered. So the author really does a great job with like how she writes things, because how she delivers certain things in her writing, like how it comes across, I think is hilarious. I don't know if that makes sense, but I am enjoying the writing style in this book, and I think it's very clever. So I'm quite enjoying my time with this book. So I'm really hoping to finish it today. Today is Bible study night, so I do have time before then, but right now I am actually going to go weed my garden beds, because I haven't done that in a while, and we've been experiencing a lot of rain lately. And so afterwards, I'm hoping to come back and finish this book and give you my final thoughts on it. But anyways, I am enjoying it. I will come in later to let you know about my thoughts. Book snack. Okay, it is later this evening. It is after 4:30. Sorry, guys. And I have completed my book. I'm gonna put you on the stand real quick. Hold up. Okay, so put you on the stand real quick. But yes, I have completed this book, and it was a ride. Oh my gosh. I saw some things like very slight parallels to the Disney Little Mermaid, but like very, very, very slight. But they were there. At least one part I felt like was there. But oh my gosh, prepare for a ride with this book. There were some things where I knew what was going to happen, and I was correct, but there was more to it than what I originally thought. But yeah, I think that this is a book that will keep you on the edge of your seat. I absolutely loved the take on reading through a different set of eyes, and like Trevor being deaf and the siren being mute. It was just very interesting to me, and I think I enjoyed a lot of the story because of how it was, I guess, the eyes that it was written through, like a different perspective, and I really liked that about it. It is very dark. There's dark things in here, not too gruesome, but the lore with the sirens and some of the things that that they undergo or they have was very interesting to learn. There is a lot of talk about looking at each other's physique, especially with Treva, really looking at the siren's body, his muscles and everything. There are some intense kissing scenes in this book. Besides that, I really did enjoy my time with this book. I'll put the rating on the screen for you. Kind of makes me want to rewatch Little Mermaid a little bit. For the next read, I'm gonna go right into another Little Mermaid retelling, and that is Prince of Song and Sea. And this is going to be a book through Prince Eric's point of view. So I am excited about this one as well. It says on the back, do find the isle, do kill the witch, don't kiss the girl. So I'm excited. This also goes with my card, and I didn't put the card in here, but I was supposed to, one of the prompts I was supposed to fulfill this month was to read a book with an alliteration in the title. And so Song and Sea, that is my alliteration, so I will fulfill that prompt, and so I'll be 2 prompts down, 2 more to go. So tonight I'm all dressed up because it is actually my father-in-law's anniversary, and he and his wife reached out to us about having a dinner, so we're gonna go and have dinner with them at a surprisingly a hibachi grill, sushi hibachi grill, which is funny because my husband and I went there for our date night at last week, and so we're going again this week, so we will be joining them. So I think I will sign off for tonight, and that way tomorrow I can come in and give you my synopsis, but I will try to take you along for the evening. And yeah, so all right, I will talk to you tomorrow. Good afternoon. It is July 18th, which is Friday. I'm just really tired this morning. I think also I am just slowing down in general with my reading, and I'm just, I don't know. It was just a really early start of the day, so I think that's kind of hindering my mood a little bit, just fatigue, tiredness. Last night was really good. We ate out and I kind of filmed a little bit or took pictures, but it was a good time. We got to see my father-in-law and his wife, and they just spent like 3 weeks in the Philippines because she's originally from the Philippines. He got to meet the family, and then they told us about their adventures. And they also were celebrating their anniversary. Their anniversary was actually earlier this week or last week, but we kind of just celebrated them too. But they also brought gifts back, which was really sweet. I know that they don't have to do that, but they did bring us some gifts back. I would like to show them to you because it actually fits on theme for this. I got my little bag here, but one of the things that I was kindly gifted from them was this beautiful freshwater pearl bracelet, and it has my initial on it, but this is so beautiful. So pearls kind of match the theme, so I might actually put this on today. I'm a little dressed up today, and this beaded necklace, and it comes with a matching bracelet. So it has these seashells on it, and that's really pretty. The bracelet looks exactly like this. That was very sweet of her to give us some gifts, and of course, she knows that I like chocolate, so one of the things that she does is she likes to buy chocolate at all the different places they visit, and I get to taste them, and I pretend I'm this fancy chocolate connoisseur person, just tasting all these chocolates. That's all fun. So I'm gonna try some of the things that she did give me. So anyways, that was last night, and it was a great time just talking and conversing. And then afterwards we came home, and my husband and I put on a movie in the background, and then we played Risk, which our first game that we tried to play early on in this vlog, actually we never finished. This time around I actually won. So I know my husband's gonna want to play again soon. We are very competitive. So anytime we, compete against each other, it's always like, I want a rematch. So that was fun, and it was a good evening, and I had my homemade mangonada is what I call it, but it's really just a popsicle that's mango flavor, and I put chamoy sauce and tahini and in a cup, and it's good enough for me, and it's less expensive in my opinion than trying to always go and buy one that you have in one setting. So anyways, so let me start with this book right here. So Prince of Song and Sea is the book that I started last night, and to this morning I got to page 48, so chapter 4. I came in with high expectations because I've heard about this book and I was really excited. And so you follow Eric, and Eric, right off the bat that he has this curse on him, and you're starting to get little pictures of how he came about with the curse. You meet him and his friends. They're sparring, I guess, at by the docks, and so they kind of bring up the fact hey, what are you gonna do when it comes to marriage? And there's political things that are happening, and there are characters that are named that is from the Disney movie. So those things I really do enjoy a lot from the book. I am a Disney girly, so I am very particular with my Disney retellings. Now, some quips about the book. Because I've grown up so much with the Disney movie, I feel like I already have a picture of who this character is. And sadly, I just feel like the Eric in this book is not the character that I have already portrayed in my mind. So another thing that I notice in this book is that there seems to be relationships that are mentioned that I feel like just check a box, and there's definitely something about the writing that I'm not connecting with. So that's where I'm at with this book. I'm actually going to put it down. The other one I'm going to pick up is Treasure Island. I've been meaning to get to this book. I'm not familiar with Treasure Island other than the fact that I've watched the Muppet Treasure Island, but I don't think I even watched that all the way through. It might have not captured my attention growing up. But Treasure Planet, that's another story. I really do like that one. So if this is anywhere like it, I might be in for a good time. But I know it's a classic. Been meaning to get to it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start it. So that is my update. Well, we need to go to the store to pick up some food that we're making for a lunch that we're doing at our church. So we're fundraising for the next JBQ season, which is Junior Bible Quiz. If you haven't seen any of my other vlogs or videos where I mentioned that. So we do a lot of fundraising during the off season. And one of the things we do is we do a dinner which is donation based, and so it is Mexican themed dinner, and I know how to make enchiladas pretty well, so does my husband. So we are going to be making enchiladas for the dinner, so that's what we're gonna go do. And other than that, we might go and see my sister tomorrow. She is getting induced, so we are on aunt and uncle duty for my 2-year-old nephew. So we're gonna prepare him to stay with us for a little bit. That is the plan for the day, so I will take you along. Okay, we have laundry in the background. We have our puzzle getting ready to go. This is actually a good quality puzzle. We have the ocean happening in the background. So let's get on and doing this awesome puzzle. So my husband and brother-in-law are doing this fence for my sister. And so, oops, they're almost complete. So they did such a good job. Good morning. It is July the 19th, Saturday, and I got all dressed up today just because I know we're nearing the end of Mermaid Marathon, and I had this pretty scarf that I wanted to wear, and I've been trying to figure out how to wear it, at least in the videos. And my sister or mother, I forget who, because I think they both went to Hawaii, but got me this cute little flower thing. So I thought it would have been perfect with this thing. So, and I think this is also from Hawaii too. Today, my sister is actually getting induced, and she is overdue with the baby, but we'll have my nephew over, and he'll come over I think in a couple of hours right now. So we're on aunt and uncle duty, and so we will have him with us through the night if need be. We have a day with him planned, but yeah, let's go ahead and talk about Treasure Planet. So I will be honest with you guys, this was a book that I actually just put on my TBR this year, and it was only because I needed to add a few more classics to my game that I just needed, I just needed a few more classics to add to my game. And I've seen the movie Treasure Planet, really enjoyed it. And so I figured, you know what, let me just go ahead and try this. And then I thought it would work perfect for this readathon. So it really did not capture my interest as much. So I read the first page and I figured out, okay, this is the type of writing style we're going with. And it is, it wasn't as bad as what I anticipated it to be. And then as I continued reading, I realized I am really enjoying my time with this. I'm only like 3 chapters in, but there were some parallels to the Treasure Planet movie that I really enjoy. The writing is not that hard to read for me personally. And I've caught myself chuckling a little bit with some of the things that are happening in this book, mainly the doctor. It's kind of funny to me. So yeah, that's all I have to say really about this book, that it's just enjoyable right now. So pleasantly surprised right there. So today, like I said, we'll receive my nephew. I don't know exactly the time he's coming, but when he comes, we'll probably have lunch first. And then we're going to take him to the library because they have a wonderful little play area for children. And so we're going to tire him out there and then come home and put him down for a nap. That's basically the day, is kind of babysitting. So hopefully I can get this book finished. That is the goal. I'll just take you along for the day, and hopefully we'll have some good footage for you guys. So I will see you guys in a bit. Book friends, it is the day after the readathon, and I apologize for not coming in at all yesterday. I had a very eventful weekend. I can't even remember if I came in even a little bit on Saturday. But one of the big things that happened this weekend is that my baby niece had been born, and that kind of took up, as you can imagine, the weekend because I was on aunt duty, or Thea duty is what we call it, and taking care of my nephew. Currently I am, but my husband took him out to go get like some food, and we're gonna go to a museum today. But I have been taking care of him. I got to go see the baby, and it's just, yeah, that just kind of just took up my time. So I guess that's how we can end this Mermaid Marathon vlog with a bang, because of a new life that has been given. And so yeah, cannot wait for her to come home, and we'll get to spend some time with her and my sister. And so they only live like a minute away from us, so I'm excited about that. So let me go ahead and go real quick, do a recap of the reading. So I was in the middle of Treasure Island. Basically, I'm over halfway, so I will put the rating of what I thought of the book, but I have been enjoying my time with it. Granted, with this weekend, I didn't finish it, but I do read this pretty slowly, because even though it's not a difficult read, it's still a slower paced read for me. And at one point, I felt a little distracted, and I think it because of just the events of, you know, just what happened this weekend. So but then it really picked up, and so I've been kind of reading it in spurts. I feel like certain chapters are more engaging than others. I will say it is darker than Treasure Planet, and it's cool to see parallels between the movie and the book, but definitely the book is more dark. Anyways, let me see. Let me go ahead and tell you what certain books counted for the mermaid challenges. So one of the mermaid challenges says fin on the cover. I read Hunting Sirens because you do see that there is a fin, so I did collect that treasure. The other one was read a Selkie book. I didn't do that prompt, I just skipped it. The next one I had was Set Underwater. For this one, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put The Little Mermaid, because half of that story was set underwater, so, or majority was. Waves on the cover, I'm going to use this book for that, because as you can see, there are waves on the cover. Set on an Island. For that one, I'm gonna put Becoming Hook, because it is set on the island Neverland. Mermaid in the title, that is The Little Mermaid. An ocean creature, I'm gonna put The Little Mermaid, but this one also had an ocean creature in it. About a merman hunting sirens. It's about a merman. And sea in the title. So I actually DNF'd this one, but that's what this one was supposed to be, Prince of Song and Sea. And it was also supposed to go with Bippity Boppity Boo, read a book with an alliteration in the title, which was a challenge I was supposed to complete this month. And since I did give it a go, I'm gonna go ahead and count it. And then Mermaid on the cover was Prince of Sound and Sea. This was really, really fun, and I am looking forward to another readathon that is hosted by Maci at The Brightside Girl. She has some fun ambiances she puts on her channel, and she has fun challenges, and it really opened my world to a lot of like different mermaid slash piratey reads. And yeah, then the Instagram challenges were fun, because then we got to see other people's pictures, and we got to interact with other people and see what they were reading. I have a couple of books that I want to look into, and I don't think I mentioned this, but I won a giveaway from that, so that will be fun. I hope to do maybe an unboxing video, but this is like my first time getting like a big giveaway, so I'm very grateful for that, very thankful. Let me know if you participated in Mermaid Marathon, or if you have some great mermaid piratey books that I could check out, especially putting on my list for next year. I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.